Right, guys, so it ain't looking too good for Jay-Z and Beyoncé in regards to brunch, whatever dinner they're doing. The certain people that they have selected to be a part of their dinner table has upset a lot of their fans or just people online, because the pictures have been released and people are definitely shocked.
What if I told you the biggest betrayal in music history wasn't about Becky with the good hair, but about Kelly Rowland and Jay-Z? And what if I told you Beyoncé and Solange knew the whole time? Asterisk, let's talk about the kind of rumor that could break the internet in half if it ever got confirmed. Imagine this. Your husband doesn't just cheat, but cheats with your childhood best friend. That's the whisper that's been circling the Carter world for years. And this whisper has teeth, because it's not just messy, it's layered deeper than Beyoncé's entire Lemonade track list. The center of it all, Jay-Z. And the woman caught in the middle of speculation? Kelly Rowland. Yes, that Kelly Rowland. The same Kelly Rowland who stood next to Beyoncé on stage in Destiny's Child. The same Kelly Rowland who called Beyoncé her sister for decades. And yet, fans online believe that Jay-Z and Kelly Rowland may have crossed a dangerous line. One that goes far beyond music, beyond friendship, and straight into betrayal. The theory gets even wilder. People claim that Kelly Rowland's son, Titan, might not even belong to her husband Tim Weatherspoon. Some believe Titan could be Jay-Z's child. And why? Because when fans put photos of Titan next to Jay-Z, the comparisons are striking. The nose, the jawline, the expressions. Fans say the resemblance is undeniable. And if you line up the dates, Titan was born in 2014, the exact same year that Solange attacked Jay-Z in that infamous elevator. Everyone remembers that video, Beyoncé standing silently in her gown, calm but unflinching, while Solange went after Jay-Z like she had been holding something in for far too long. For years, fans asked what triggered it. But what if it wasn't about Becky with the good hair? What if Solange was really exploding because Jay-Z had crossed the line with Kelly Rowland? Imagine the betrayal. Imagine finding out your sister's husband had been creeping with your best friend. That's not just scandal, that's war inside a family. And just 2 years later, Beyoncé released Lemonade. The pain in those lyrics about lies, betrayal, and heartbreak wasn't abstract. It felt personal. It felt close. Fans always thought Becky was Rita or Rachel Roy. But what if Becky wasn't some outsider? What if Becky was Kelly Rowland, someone who was treated like family? That theory explains the silence. It explains why Beyoncé let the music speak. It explains why things went from calm to scorched earth so fast. And if you rewind even further, the signs were always there. Industry whispers claim Matthew Knowles, Beyoncé's father, and Destiny's Child's manager constantly pushed Beyoncé ahead, while making sure Kelly Rowland faded into the background. Allegedly, he dressed Kelly Rowland in muted colors, took her ideas and funneled them to Beyoncé. That favoritism created a wound, and in 2013, Kelly Rowland finally cracked open the door with her song Dirty Laundry. She sang about abuse, jealousy, and living in the shadows. She sang about crying in silence while someone close to her shined. But here's the kicker. Kelly Rowland never named the man who broke her down. And when fans checked her past boyfriends, none matched the description. That's when the speculation reignited. What if it wasn't a public ex at all? What if it was Jay-Z, a man she could never expose without destroying everything? That silence made the rumors burn even hotter. And all the while, Jay-Z had his own storm. A man named Rimir Satterthwaite has spent years claiming Jay-Z is his father. His mother, Wanda, said she got pregnant after a fling with Jay-Z in the 90s when she was just 16. She spent decades trying to get him to take a paternity test. He never did. She died still chasing answers. And fans believe Jay-Z's refusal wasn't about child support. It was about protecting his billion-dollar empire with Beyoncé. When you line it all up, Titan's birth in 2014, Solange's elevator explosion that same year, Kelly Rowland's strangely private pregnancy, Jay-Z's refusal to face paternity claims, it all feels connected. And fans are convinced the truth is buried in plain sight. Asterisk, that elevator fight still haunts the internet. It wasn't just an awkward family spat, it was the mask slipping. The way Solange attacked Jay-Z looked like pent-up rage. And the way Beyoncé stood quietly in the corner, it didn't look like shock. It looked like a woman who already knew what her sister was fighting about. If Jay-Z really crossed the line with Kelly Rowland, then everything adds up. Solange's explosion, Beyoncé's silence, the raw emotion in Lemonade, the chill in her friendship with Kelly Rowland. Fans say the distance is obvious now. They still take photos together, they still perform on rare occasions, but the warmth, gone. The sisterhood energy between Beyoncé and Kelly Rowland has been replaced with stiffness, like they're protecting an image more than a bond. And let's not forget the history. For years, people have said Matthew Knowles shaped Destiny's Child into Beyoncé's kingdom while leaving Kelly Rowland to play second fiddle. Allegedly, he gave Beyoncé the best verses, the best lighting, the best styling, while Kelly Rowland was told to stay in the shadows. That kind of favoritism cuts deep, and if the whispers are true, then Kelly Rowland's connection to Jay-Z may not have been just lust, it may have been revenge. A way of reclaiming power after years of being overlooked. And let's be honest, Jay-Z's track record makes this theory harder to dismiss. From Foxy Brown to Liv to countless unnamed women, cheating allegations have followed him for decades. Liv even dropped a diss track, boldly naming Beyoncé and claiming Jay-Z still thought about her at night. But when Solange gave her that infamous stare in her restaurant, Liv backed off instantly. That's how powerful this family is. But power can't erase suspicion. When Jay-Z dropped for 44, fans thought he was finally admitting to everything. He rapped about shame, therapy, and change. But notice what he didn't do. He didn't name names. He never mentioned Kelly Rowland. He never addressed Titan. He gave just enough vulnerability to rebuild his image without ever touching the rumors that could bring the empire down. Classic J-C. And if the whispers are true, then this isn't just about Becky with the good hair. This is about betrayal at the highest level. Betrayal that shook not only Beyoncé as a wife, but Beyoncé as a sister, as a friend, as a woman who built her life on loyalty. Now think about Kelly Rowland. If she really did cross that line, then her silence makes sense. Her career cooled, her spotlight dimmed. She still makes music, she still works, but she's not front and center. And in this industry, going against Beyoncé and Jay-Z is like signing your own exile. Even her marriage to Tim Witherspoon feels more like a shield than a love story. Fans noticed how private, almost staged, that union feels, and so the questions remain, louder than ever. Did Kelly Rowland betray Beyoncé with Jay-Z? Is Titan really Jay-Z's son? Was Solange throwing hands in that elevator because she had finally had enough of watching this betrayal unfold behind closed doors? The answers may never leave their lips, but the body language, the lyrics, the silence, and the distance all tell a story. And when it comes to Jay-Z, Beyoncé, Kelly Rowland, Solange, and even Titan, one truth feels undeniable: something broke in that family, something deep. And those scars are still bleeding quietly beneath the surface of a billion-dollar empire. The surface of a billion-dollar empire.